country up loud. It's a small town throwdown.
Welcome everybody to the show, and I hope everybody had a good week. And how'd your teams do, Tiger?
I didn't do so good. I'm 0-3 now. So I had about 5 players go down in day 1, and none of them come back in the game. Hard to win that way.
Yeah. How about you, Big E?
Did all right. You know, wish I'd have done better in the in one of my leagues, but I didn't. And I did get a win. I'm 1-1, so I'm pleased with that.
Was that the game you didn't do so well? Was that your team with the Big E with a little D?
Big E with the big D come up short this week.
No comment.
But I'll tell you who did good.
Who did?
Touchdowns for what? He looked up on first is worst, I think it is.
Worst to first.
Oh, worst to first.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Well, he's first to worst too.
Yeah.
You know, he went down this past weekend, so I was happy about that.
Well, Law, how'd you do? I want to hear a bark too. All right. You must have did good then.
Well, I can't complain. I'm in 3 leagues this year. Won 2, lost 1.
Yeah.
Including, I got a big W in the tall boy crew this league.
There you go.
I stuck at those super cams, so
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Randy, how'd you do?
I went 4-1, baby.
4-1.
Yeah.
Lord,
Come back and got me a little bit late in the tramp too.
all that coaching helped out, didn't it?
Well, I ain't gonna say about that. I think it's just pure luck.
I notice he's not here this week.
No, he's on.
Is he in hiding?
He's on assignment.
Oh, okay.
He's on assignment. He'll be back with us next week, folks. Well, let's talk about some guys who just went off this week. Pat, do you have one for us?
I'm going to talk about Julius Thomas. You know, we brought him up last week in the show as in the agree to disagree. He had about 7 receptions, 104 yards, and 3 touchdowns. You know, like Eric said here, there was no one else to throw the ball to, so he was the main beneficiary there.
It was a good target.
Yeah, I think he got about 33, 34 points. So Julius Thomas blew up just like we said he would.
Yeah, I believe he did. How about you, Law?
Hey, hold it. Hold it off a minute. What's that?
We got a special guest calling in now. He's going to talk about his game. There's a lot of talk. Rudy, can you hear me?
Yeah, you coming out loud and clear.
All right, buddy. Let's talk about your game this week and about Mark Ingram. How'd that game go?
From the results, I can see that it went really, really, really good.
That's good. Like I was telling you earlier, there was some a dispute about your draft pick, Mr. Mark Ingram, and whether that was smart or not. You got anything to say about that?
I'll let the results show for themselves, you know.
Well, good, good.
Okay, well, we see you don't have a whole lot to say there, which I don't blame you. Hey, I did stick my foot in my mouth last week. Mark Ingram did come out and have a good game. But I hope that you continue to start him every week, and we'll see you in the losing bracket.
I doubt that. I have football season.
Rudy, that's all the time we got. We appreciate you showing up.
All right, good loss, man. You end the season and start the season the same. Good job.
Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you, Rudy. Well, anyway, let's go with
Andy here. Let's see what he got to say about his.
Yeah, give me your what you think.
I stick by what I said last week. I still think it was a terrible pick. I think it's a terrible start. You know, he didn't do jack squat the first 3 quarters, and he came out the 4th quarter. He did score, wound up with 18 points. But I still stick by what I say, and I believe that if you continue to lean on Mark Ingram through the year, it's going to be a long season.
Well, what about your guy that you think it just blew up this last season?
Well, I'm going with my main man, Matt Ryan.
Going Matty Ice on me.
Matty Ice. He tore it up this week. Went 31 for 43 for 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, with a passer rating of 128.8. It don't get much better than that.
You're exactly right.
So that's who I'm going with for my player of the week.
How about you, Big E?
Man, I tell you, Le'Veon Bell.
Lev Bell.
I had him at the end of last year, and I don't know why I didn't pick him up this year. That cat went off. He had 21 rushes for over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Because he's driving under the influence.
He had 6 receptions and he was targeted 7 times. Sounds to me like the boys got a set of hands on him.
Yeah.
You know, for 88 yards, he's averaging 15 yards a catch. I mean, that's wide receiver material right there. He 6'1", 244 pounds. Sounds like he's got it set up.
He's awesome.
I look to see him do a lot this year. You know, the first game will just be an example of what he's going to do probably.
I agree. That's why I picked him.
Yeah, that's a good pick, man. Good pick.
I got lucky. Well, I'm gonna go with Calvin Johnson, Megatron. I mean, that show he put on the first half last night, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
I'm not sure he's human.
I don't think he is.
No, he's transformed.
He's got to
It's
be.
unreal.
He's got to be. Had 2 touchdowns in the first half, 7 receptions, 164 yards, 32.90 fantasy. No, 34.90 fantasy points. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong. Well, I tell you what, you know, you talk about all these guys who's done well. I know we all got our bust. And I'm going to let Law take care of our bust of the week. Because I think he's got a good one for us this evening.
Bust of the week this week, hands down, Jamal Charles.
Yeah.
Most leagues, I would say every league, he ranked anywhere from running backs from 1st to 3rd. And I'd say he was probably drafted in almost every league in between the 1 and 5 spot. He was a complete bust this week. He rushed 7 times for 19 yards. And he caught 4 passes for 15 yards for a total of 5.4 points in our league. If that was my number 1 pick, I'd be pretty PO'd right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your bust of the week.
All right, well, let's move to commercial break, and we'll be back in a few. Tall boy up.
7 married 3.
7 married 3.
Good.
Right now, we're going to move into the Coors Light move of the week. It's going to go out to Swamp People. He picked up Carson Palmer off the waiver wire late in the week. It was a big benefit to him. Carson wound up with 304 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, and 29 yards rushing. Now we're going to go into the next segment, Agree to Disagree.
All right, this week on Agree to Disagree, we're going to talk about Cam Newton and Derek Anderson.
Hey,
Who's your star?
Derek Anderson all day long.
You think so?
Absolutely. This week, let me tell you, what a surprising start for Derek Anderson. He hasn't started an NFL football game since 2010, regular season. But the boys went to the Pro Bowl 2007.
Cam went to Pro Bowl.
He should. He's young. Look, Derek Anderson is getting older up in his age. The guy has not started. He's rusty. Come out there and pulled out a win for his team.
He did.
It don't
But he
get no better.
played a terrible, terrible team in the Buccaneers.
Are you trying to say the win isn't worthy?
I mean, I probably could have went out there and won the game.
You couldn't go out and beat Dallas Cowboys if you had Michael Sam on your team.
Michael Sam is on the Cowboys team.
You could win. Listen,
You know what?
listen. 24 for 34 attempts, 230 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Derek Anderson needs to be the starting quarterback for the Carolina Panthers for the rest of the season. Sorry, Cam.
You may be right on this one. I don't know. Cam's got a pretty smile. That's about all he's got. Normally he looks about like this. So, I don't know.
Hey, let me tell you, if I had a towel, I'd wear it on my
I
head.
do think that we got a better chance of winning with Cam. He's more athletic, but he's got some room to improve. Derek Anderson might be the man to go with right now.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Back to the show.
Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm going to give you right now our Coors Light game of the week. I've got to go with the Great White Hype versus White Lightning. Both these teams look real strong. You got
7-3.
the Hype at 128, and White Lightning's got 129 projected points. Both teams got strong quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Russell Wilson. You're looking at Giovanni Bernard versus Jamal Charles. Both teams have got great wide receivers, Big Jacks and Alshon Jeffries. But I tell you what, I'm going to have to go with the Great White Hype. He is the 7-time fantasy football champion at the Gilram Fire Department. So, Hype, you got my vote, baby. You the man. Get him.
All right, from all of us here Tall Wheel Up crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
It's a small